Quick hits up top. Lazio plus 0.5 at minus 239. Everton versus West Ham, under 2.5 at minus 115. Dolphins minus 2.5 at minus 110. J.K. Dobbins under 65.5 rushing yards at minus 110. Yesterday we went 1 and 2 for minus 1.40 units. Newcastle Arsenal stayed sleepy until the late headers lit a bonfire in stoppage time. Packers minus 6.5 was mathematically dead the moment overtime started with a Dallas field goal, and Baker rescued the night with volume and explosives. Good process, one cruel twist, one bad red. Onward. Genoa versus Lazio. We're taking Lazio on the Asian handicap plus 0.5. Yes, the midfield is patched together, and yes, people love saying fade the crisis. But Genoa's issue is the blunt end of the pitch, winless in the league and struggling to manufacture clean looks. Lazio have taken 4 straight meetings without conceding. That's not a vibe, that's a structural matchup. Lazio's backline limits cutbacks, and Genoa aren't elite at second phase chances. The double chance insulates us from the 0-0 that's been telegraphed all week. Tipsters leaning Genoa or draw are fixating on absences, and ignoring that Genoa's attack has been more bark than bite. If you're laying $2 and change, you want the side that profits from a stalemate, and that's us. We're not trying to predict a masterpiece, we're trying to win the bet. Everton versus West Ham, under 2.5. At the new stadium, Everton have 2 home matches, 0 goals conceded. It's not sorcery, it's shape and shot quality. Moyes has them compact in their own third and comfortable, turning matches into set-piece chess. West Ham, meanwhile, have been a soap opera. New direction, new dugout voice, little continuity. Turmoil usually shows up first in transition defense and last pass coordination, which is a fancy way of saying few clean chances, lots of half chances. You'll see pundits waving over 2.5 because both sides have name recognition up front. That's noise. Head-to-head has been historically stingy, and this version of Everton is happy to make 90 minutes feel like 90 miles. If this lands 1-0 either way, nobody blinks. That's our lane. Jets at Dolphins, Miami, minus 2.5. The single stat that breaks this game is third down offense. Miami are converting north of 50%, best in the league, despite their early season wobble. Sustained drives shrink variance. Add in the venue. Hard Rock has been a real edge in this matchup, and it matters more when both teams are scratching for rhythm. The narrative pick is Jets plus the points because defense, mobility, and desperation. The mathematical pick is Miami because possession and conversion rate are currency, and the Jets are living on explosive plays and field position while ranking near the basement in passing yards per game. Also, Miami get a rest bump and a friendlier script at home. We respect the national panelists calling for an upset. We also like being on the side that moves the chains and doesn't need miracles to cover a field goal. Broncos-Bengals, J.K. Dobbins under 65.5 rushing yards. On paper, you'll see 70 plus per game and a touchdown streak and think, over. On film and usage, you'll see the trap. Carries declining week by week, snap share flattening toward a committee, and a coordinator who's been more pass-leaning on neutral downs than the box score implies. Add Cincinnati's run defense profile. Volatile week to week, with one big outlier pushing averages up, but structurally sound when they play with light boxes and force stretches to the perimeter. This number demands around 16 to 17 efficient carries at 4 yards a pop. The trend says he's more likely in the 12 to 14 range unless game script snowballs. Betting an under isn't romantic, it's arithmetic. Fade the headlines, bet the volume. Let's clap back. In Serie A, several tip sheets pushed Genoa or Genoa double chance because Lazio decimated. What they missed is opponent quality of chance creation. Genoa aren't exactly a shot volume machine, and Lazio's centre-back pairing is intact. This is where you separate absences that move a line from absences that move narratives. In the Premier League, we've seen overtakes built on star names and managerial gossip. Those pieces rarely mention Everton's home defensive baseline. In the NFL, you've probably heard the Jets pick from enough big voices to mistake it for consensus. A horse and a turtle both have 4 legs, but only one wins the derby. We'll take the side built to string first downs, not tweets. See you at the window. See you at